SMT Nation, what is going on? It is your boy, the SMT. We've got an interesting video to share with you all today. I have a bunch of screenshots, and I received some video footage from a supporter and viewer of the SMT Nation. He sent me all of this footage and these images of somewhere he was over the weekend. He went to a soccer match in Dallas, Texas. I think it was between Mexico and some other team. There's a screenshot that'll be here for you guys, so you guys can see that he was indeed there at the Dallas AT&T Stadium. And the reason I wanted to share this with you all is some networks just didn't hold up during this testing, and some did. So my friend there was actually testing the AT&T network as well as the T-Mobile network, and things didn't turn out so well for one of those carriers. So pre-match, AT&T was showing really good speeds on average, about 580 plus megabits per second on the downlink, and between like 16 to 20 megabits per second on the uplink. All of that over LTE, so no special 5G or 5G plus or anything like that. The peaks were about 700 megabits per second, 7 millisecond ping, the latency, and then the uplink on average around 20 megabits, peaks upwards of 50 megabits. So all tested on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and that was kind of like the pre-testing, like before the match. And then T-Mobile in the pre-match, about 40 to 50 megabits per second down, 24 megabits per second on the uplink. Pre-match capacity probably about 10% full in terms of the occupancy there in the stadium. Things very different in the mid-match. So when people were there, the match was going on, totally different story. T-Mobile during the match struggled while AT&T still hung around in those really, really high capacity speeds. AT&T around 700 on the downlink, 50 for a high on the uplink, on average around 20 on the uplink. T-Mobile, while getting 5G, really struggled here, had trouble connecting, latencies, at or above 100 milliseconds, downlinks ranging between 0.6 to 0.9 megabits per second, uplink hanging around that 3 to 4 megabits per second. Pretty bad. AT&T did really, really well with the testing. T-Mobile not so great. AT&T had full signal. The signal was very strong, never had issues connecting, lots of capacity. T-Mobile was showing 2 bars, kind of indicating that it had a weak signal. Maybe the site was not that close, or the in-building penetration was questionable. So why do you guys think that AT&T did so well in this particular situation? AT&T uses IDAS. They use indoor DAS systems. So they've got a collection of these indoor access point systems to offer this LTE support specifically for whatever's going on inside the stadium. So we're probably talking about any collection of all their traditional LTE bands, band 2, band 12, band 14, band 30, 29, all that stuff, band 66, and then probably also throw in LAA, the 5.2 gigahertz, band 46. I don't know, they're probably using like 40 to 60 megahertz of this stuff, which is why you see those incredible speeds. T-Mobile, it didn't matter whether it was N71, N41, who cares? It could not help in this scenario. It did not help in the situation. So without a DAS system, without any very nearby small cells, their macro-based approach doesn't help them in these situations. Essentially, the network tanked and was basically unusable for any type of video application or anything like that. The problem, you could see the inconsistency. It wasn't connecting to the server. It was having issues just getting connected. One of the videos he sent me trying to run the speed test took about 45 seconds, right? And then he was able to get like 0.6 down and about 3 megabits up. So really struggling in the scenario. In these situations, this is probably going to continue to be a problem for T-Mobile as they are trying to move away and minimize what they do with small cells, and they continue to stay away from indoor DAS and outdoor DAS systems, right? Small cell. I mean, they're going to have to do something here. Clearly AT&T was able to serve their customers. I can't speak or speculate on what Verizon did. He didn't test that, so I don't know. But I can tell you guys right now, the trying of T-Mobile to get away from small cells, being slow to adopt the millimeter wave, not utilizing DAS systems, whether it's indoor or outdoor, I think they have to stop the madness. This is not going to work. Where is Neville Ray to speak on this? What is his answer to this type of situation? I know there's other stadiums across the country that are going to experience this. Okay, there's other stadiums, NFL, NBA arenas, NHL, Major League Baseball, convention centers, arenas, large hotels with ballrooms and large amounts of guests. The pandemic restrictions are getting lifted and people are going to be out. The macro-based approach is not going to work. They're going to have to step up their game with small cells and millimeter wave and C-RAN. So this actually kind of, I think, verifies and confirms what I've been saying. I feel absolutely vindicated. A non-small cell approach, trying to minimize and reduce tower density in the grid, it's going to lose. It's going to be a losing proposition. I've got into some conversations with some viewers and subscribers. I don't understand how you could slice it any other way. You need to emphasize small cells in these types of scenarios. You need IDAS. You need to support your network with these types of situations. This is only going to get worse as more and more people are out and about and putting a strain on these tower sites. And you know that tower site is also struggling for people that aren't in the arena, people that are outside of the arena on the other side of that tower, right? So I just wanted to share this with you guys. Again, I'm not going to subscribe to this concept of we don't need that many small cells and we're going to try to emphasize macros. It's not going to work. You need them. It's the only way to do this right. You could see AT&T doing it here. Let me know what you think of this testing. Let me know what you think of some of my commentary about the topic. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Again, I feel vindicated. So we're going to go ahead and hashtag Sneed's Vindication. If you're a real one, you watch this all the way through, hashtag Sneed's Vindication. I stand by that. Small cells are necessary. You need it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and comment down below. Voice of the people of the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Thank you for taking this opportunity to watch the SMT YouTube channel. If you appreciated this video, give it a like and a share to all your favorite social media platforms. Thank you in advance for that. Also, check out some of the links in the description box. We have the SMT Patreon page. We also have the Twitter handle @SneedTech. And do check out the audio-only podcast available on all the major podcast platforms. And if you are new, have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and activate the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload from the SMT. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.